Hey, what's going on guys? I'm here with yet again another unboxing. This will be another Hasbro unboxing, and this time I'll be opening Spryzen S2. So my last video was an unboxing of Valtryek V2, but this time I have the rival. So let's take a look at the front of the packaging. We once again see that Hasbro Burst logo, which looks pretty nice, as well as an illustration on Spryzen. So here's also the name of the Beyblade, which is Spryzen S2 D02 TB03. Instead of these names, I'll just be calling it Spryzen S2 Knuckle Unite. And one thing I forgot to mention in my last video is that it does advertise the Beyblade Burst app, which I recommend downloading if you haven't yet. It's actually pretty addicting. So anyway, here's the actual Beyblade. They show you the entire contents of the packaging, which is pretty convenient. And now we take a look at the back. It features stats, which I highly recommend not trusting since these are really inaccurate, but it also gives you some information on how to customize and the stadium. So here's an overview of the parts, or what's now called an energy layer, forge disc, and performance tip. So let's open it up. And sadly, with the way the packaging is designed, I won't be able to save the packaging itself. So first thing we see are the instructions, which I did cover in my last video, so I'll be putting that to the side. Here is the ripcord again, which is really short, sadly, but I heard that you can get a longer one in the Super Grip launcher, so maybe if you want to get a stronger launch, recommend getting that. Here's the ripcord. It's standard, it's black. And all the contents are secured with these little plastic straps, which is kind of annoying, but that's why I have my X-Acto knife to carefully remove them. Yeah, so it's a pain to take these out, but now that I have everything out, I should be able to remove the launcher. Here is the standard launcher once again. So this is the ripcord launcher, and it's pretty disappointing because it is hollowed out and free spinning. One really cool thing that you can do though is that you can actually attach these with themselves. So now I have a double launcher, so that's double the fun because you don't need to launch them one after another. It is far more convenient. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the actual Beyblade. Alright, so let's begin with the performance tip. So this is Unite. And Hasbro really changed up this color. I'm kind of upset about it because the original color is red with white rubber, but this time they gave it like a gold with black rubber. But other than that, it's still the same performance tip. Next, we have the forge disc, and this is Knuckle. So it's a well-rounded heavy disc, which is very versatile. It does have some use in stamina customizations. And last but not least, we have the energy layer, Storm Spryzen, or Spryzen S2 for short. So like the performance tip, Hasbro really changed up the color scheme on this layer. First of all, they gave it these kind of awkward yellow highlights in place of the stickers. And instead of these main wings being red, they painted them black, which I really can't complain. But I'm not a fan of the yellow highlights. The bottom of the layer does feature the QR code, which you can scan if you'd like. But other than that, it's pretty identical to the Takara Tomy counterpart, except with these pretty unique colors. So now I will be assembling the Beyblade, and since the mechanism is different, it's a lot easier to put together, and it feels different too, so it's a simple slide now. Anyway, here's the entire Beyblade, Storm Spryzen Knuckle Unite, and I have to say it looks pretty good. So here is the top view, and the sides look really good. And it does also feature the Unite driver, which is pretty aggressive at first, but then it does become calmer as it wears down. Anyway, I'm going to do a test launch for this Beyblade. Alright, so I'm back and I'm going to do the first test launch with the standard ripcord launcher. And that's one awesome thing about Spryzen is that it is very aggressive right out of the box. Now for my next launch, I will be using an actual string launcher, which should provide more strength. So we can definitely see that Unite in action. That's it for my unboxing on Hasbro's Storm Spryzen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos on Hasbro Beyblade Burst. And until next time guys, see ya.